Hello YouTube family, welcome to or welcome back to my channel. If this is your first time here, my name is Sharita and welcome. And in today's video, we are going to get into some inspired by fragrances that are really capturing the scent of some expensive niche and designer fragrances on the market. So if you are the girl who loves this type of content, you want to save the coins, then I have got some amazing finds for you. And so without further ado, let's go ahead and jump into today's video. All right, you guys, as always, be sure that you are subscribed to the channel. Also, be sure that notification bell is turned on, set to all. If you find any value in the content, please give me a big thumbs up as it helps me to grow here on YouTube. So as promised, the lip combo for this week is started off with my tried and true liner by P. Louise. This is in the shade Loyal. I put on the Anastasia Beverly Hills liquid lip in the shade Ashton. This is like a holy grail for me. And I topped it off with the Fenty Beauty Cream in the shade Cupcakin'. I think this was just like a Super Bowl special. Came in a set of 3 about a year ago. And the closest one that they have to this in the permanent collection is going to be Mauve Wise. This one where it's just a little bit pinker, but it's pretty close. All right, so that's the lip combo for today. As always, it will be linked below. Now let's get into some of these inspired buys. The first 3 that I'm going to talk about were sent over to me by Juliana's Perfumes. If you are not familiar, this brand does inspired by fragrances of so many loved niche and expensive privé designer fragrances. And I feel like what is so special about this house, they give us the ones that we want, okay? And so let me tell you, this first one is of a discontinued Christian Dior private line fragrance. And if you are looking for a replacement for your bottle, or you're simply just very curious because you've heard so many creators rave about this fragrance, Delicious Dreams, okay, is going to give you Fève Délicieuse to the T. So this one really surprised me because I own a full bottle of Fève. It is one of my favorite winter gourmands that stand out. It's very unique. And I mean, the DNA of Delicious Dreams, they have nailed it. This is so beautiful. I feel like the only difference is it's not going to wear quite as loud as a beast as Fève, which can be a good thing for some because Fève is one that can quickly become overwhelming to a lot of people. But you will definitely get wonderful performance from Delicious Dreams. So this has notes of lavender, mint, bergamot, and you have heart notes of sour cherry, jasmine freesia, base notes of tonka bean, vanilla, cacao pod, caramel, praline, benzoin milk, sandalwood, leather, and cedar. And so what I love about this fragrance is the tonka bean, just a slight hint of cherry. You get the milkiness, it's quite lactonic. You get lots of chocolate and caramel, and it is just such a unique composition. You have that lavender and mint that give it an aromatic quality, which is going to make it, it's sweet, yes, but that makes it so unisex to me. Now, my fear when I first got the original Fève is the mint. I was like, please God, let this mint die down. And I feel like the lavender and mint, they really do die down when this scent starts to really, you know, take hold on your skin and you start to get that beautiful sour cherry kind of pop through. This one is not going to be a linear scent. I feel like this really takes you on a true gourmand journey. And it is such a remarkable smell, okay? So this one I just highly recommend because, like I said, they have really nailed it. The one thing about Juliana's is you feel like you're getting this inspired by fragrance, but you are not sacrificing the quality. To get this scent, this complex, this well executed, for $39, like, please show me where and how, because I don't know where else they're doing that at. All right, so the next one I want to touch on is going to be Simply Gorgeous, and this is their inspired version of Chanel's Beige. Now, very funny story. I did a video for Juliana's probably a couple years ago, okay, and they sent me samples of so many fragrances, like not ones that I requested, just samples in addition to the full bottles that I requested. Simply Gorgeous was such a standout, so much so I tried it. I was like, oh my God, this is so feminine. It's so beautiful. And I need the actual Chanel fragrance because it's probably better. Y'all, I bought the full bottle of the Chanel fragrance and it sat in my collection for over a year, wore it maybe once. It was just not as good as Simply Gorgeous. I feel like they are very, very close, but what I love about this is the way the honey pops through on my skin. It just rears its head with just the right amount of sweetness. I wouldn't describe this particularly as a very sweet scent, but they just got the composition better than the Chanel version. The Chanel, I didn't get that little ounce of honey, which made such a difference in the overall scent profile to me. Like, this is definitely giving beige. This is giving beige, but better. And so now I actually have the scent that I wanted in my collection, and I didn't have to spend $200 for that scent. I hate that I did. No, $280 if I'm not mistaken. So I sold the original Chanel and decluttered it, and now we're rocking with the scent that we actually love. Okay, this features notes of frangipani in the top, heart notes of hawthorn, honey, and base notes of freesia. So of course, just very hawthorn forward. You're going to get that more than anything. And I just love the way that they have done the frangipani, the freesia. This is like springtime class in a bottle. That is what I get from this. So the next one is not one I have, but I want to put it out there so you can have it on your radar. It is available for release on Lattafa's website, and I want to know from you. I need to take a poll. Do you all want me to get this and review it? Lattafa has released Angum, and this is by looking at the notes, an inspired by version of Burberry's Goddess, the original. And I'm on my last little leg of Goddess, so I'm thinking I might just go ahead and get that, see what the differences are. Does this have even better performance? Because I feel like Goddess, a lot of people loved it, but a lot of people didn't like the performance. So they were excited about the Intense, and I'm just going to go on a limb for a lot of us to say that is the worst release of 2024. Or maybe it's just me, okay? But I want to know, is that one that you want me to do a review on? If so, drop me a line in the comments, let me know. I'll be more than happy to review it for you guys. But next up is one that Fab Finds by Keitra put us all on to, okay? And this is going to be an inspired by version of Vanille Planifolia 21 Extrait by Guerlain, which is my favorite vanilla. Like, we can put a period. Okay, we can put a comma. We can put a comma because, you know, Monte Casanata is way up there too. But a stunning vanilla that a lot of people are priced out at. It's $600 and something a bottle. I paid it plus tax, and I will pay it plus tax again. Okay, but now we have someone that has duped this fragrance. And let me tell you my honest thoughts, because you know I'm gonna be very, very critical when we're talking about comparing something to my favorite vanilla of all time. You are going to get something that is definitely giving you the vibe, like the notes, the smell, definitely Vanille Planifolia Extrait. The differences that I get is this does not wear quite as rich, as deep, and the resins don't quite meld together and give you that resinous syrupy quality, which is what I enjoy the most about the Guerlain version. Now, am I expecting to get an exact replica of a $600 fragrance for $40? I'm not. So I feel like if you really want to experience that scent and you're just never willing to pay that price, then I would say go for this one. But there is just something about the way the vanilla and the resins come together in here where this almost smells like a very faint version of it. Not saying that this has poor performance, you won't be able to smell it, because you will, but it almost smells like, okay, I had on Vanille Planifolia for like 6 hours, 7 hours, and I kind of have these remnants of it on my skin, because this is going to give you really long wear. I didn't find that it was particularly a loud projector. I find that the Guerlain version literally will last forever on your clothes, like days on your clothes. And it is a very long wearing vanilla fragrance with a gorgeous sillage. So the extrait they created was really extrating. And I just feel like concentration of it is just not quite there. But I'm going to give this a B for effort. Okay, I'm gonna give it a B for effort because you are getting like the spicy quality of that. I feel like they have nailed it. If they could go back, give us a touch more vanilla and really capture that resinous quality where it doesn't seem like, so there's like a thinness to this compared to the other ones. You're getting all the spices, but there's a thinness to it. Okay, then you would have like a hit on your hands because so many people want that fragrance, but so many people are not paying that price for a fragrance. So Amir Oud, check this one out. If you have it, let me know your thoughts. But I'm not mad at it. I'm not mad at it. All right. So you guys, the next one on this list is going to be from Banana Republic, and this is Monday Rose. Now this is going to be a Delina La Rose inspiration, clearly, even though they don't state that. Looking at the notes, it's definitely what it is, and smelling it is definitely what it is. And I enjoy the fact that they did this because so many of the inspired buys on the market are of the original Delina or the exclusive or some combination of the two. We don't have a lot of La Rose options, and that is what I love about Monday Rose. So you are getting this beautiful lychee aquatic rose fragrance. The notes are pretty much the same. The only difference is really going to be the performance. Delina La Rose has amazing longevity and a beautiful sillage for a scent that is an aquatic rose, for a scent that is supposed to wear lighter, and it does compared to the originals and the exclusive, but it has really good performance for a scent in that profile. This one, you're not going to get the same, okay? So just manage your expectations, but you're going to get that scent. This is really beautiful. The way this smells is gorgeous. I would say you're going to get more like that 4-5 hours tops out of Monday Rose, but you're saving a lot of money. This comes in right at $99, I think. And you can always save the 10% if you shop Soy Avant-Garde using my discount code. So information on that will be in the description box as always. So last but not least on this list is going to be a Dossier fragrance. Okay, so this has been inspired by a house that I have always been curious about, and I just didn't ever pull the trigger on buying any. I know they have inspired buys for so many designer fragrances. Maybe that's why, but this particular scent really wowed me. Okay, they sent 4 over, but this is the one I want to highlight because this one is the one that I absolutely love. I feel like Dossier really does their part in trying to give you a quality fragrance, because we know with these designers and even the niche brands, the markup is insane, especially when you start to get into making perfumes and things like that. Like, you really learn that you're paying for a lot of the name and packaging, not necessarily what went into the juice. Okay, so knocking that out of the way, these scents are actually crafted in Grasse, France, which is like the capital of perfumery. So you are getting quality ingredients, you have amazing noses behind the scents, and their impressions are very beautiful. But this one I feel like was really spot on, and this is one in particular that you all have been asking me for. Y'all have been asking me to Blue in the Face, do you have an inspired by for Tom Ford Soleil Blanc? Here we go. Okay, this is powdery coconut, you guys, and this is so beautiful. This is so beautiful, and this is going to be like a staple for me in warmer weather because the girls love the Tom Ford fragrance. I was finally able to get into a store, try it, and though I was like, oh, okay, I like the way this smells. It was beautiful, but I could not see paying that price for a gorgeous suntanny coconutty scent. Not me, not my purse. Okay, so enter the Dossier version. Powdery coconut has many of those same notes, you guys. So you have top notes of cardamom, pistachio, bergamot. You have middle notes of ylang ylang, tuberose, jasmine. Then you have base notes of cedarwood, amber, benzoin, and coconut. So the coconut is very fresh. It's very summer, uplifting, bright. It's not really going to be like a super creamy coconut, but I feel like between the coconut, the ylang ylang, it really does help to balance out those white florals. And it gives you something with just this beautiful, bright vibe. You do get the pistachio in this fragrance. You'll get just a touch of, you know, that cardamom and the bergamot mentioned at the top, but not a whole lot. But I just feel like this is gorgeously floral with these beautiful suntan coconut vibes. So if you had been looking for an alternative to that, I cannot recommend this one enough. A huge thank you to Dossier for sending this one over to me to have, and I will definitely be wearing it out. All right, guys, so that is our video for today. Please drop me a line below and let me know other fragrances that you are dying to see an alternative for. Okay, the economy is getting worse, it ain't getting better, so people are still wanting to hold on to, you know, they're trying new fragrances, buying new fragrances, but they're not trying to spend a mortgage payment on them. Okay, so again, drop me a line and let me know what you're interested in. Also, be sure that you are subscribed to my channel. If you found any value, give it a thumbs up, and be sure the notification bell is turned on and set to all so you don't miss any of my uploads. All right, so it's been real, YouTube. I love you all, and I will catch you guys on the next one.